House of Wellness, powered by Himalaya Wellness Company. Welcome to House of Wellness, a podcast powered by Himalaya Wellness Company. Wellness is a holistic practice that we need to inculcate in our daily lifestyle. By making informed decisions and remaining consistent with our healthy practices, we can lead better lives. Hello to all our listeners and welcome to another episode of House of Wellness. Today we are speaking to Dr. Srikrishna H A, and we will be talking about taking care of our gut health. Welcome to our podcast, Dr. Srikrishna. Doctor, to begin with, could you tell us what is gut health and how can we ensure gut wellness?
So gut is that part of the body which extends from your mouth to the rectum. The normal function of this gut always helps in ingestion as well as digestion of whatever we eat and helps in normal digestion of the food what we eat. So any change which we bring about in the gut microbiota always is responsible for both health as well as disease. So the basic function of this gut, as you all know, is about ingestion, digestion, assimilation, absorption, and finally the elimination.
So, what adversely affects our gut health?
It's all about, more to emphasize, is about the shift in the lifestyle, especially in terms of dietary lifestyle, like skipping meals, untimely food, untimely heavy meals, untimely low amount of meals, as well as untimely having sleep. The disrupted sleep routines today because of the geographical change in geographical location, as well as the work routine. Depending upon your work routine, you will be shifting your time of sleep and your diet. All these factors deeply impact your gut health.
Could you please elaborate more on the impact and the prevalence?
So, as I said, the major shift of lifestyle is not just confined to any exercise or your physical activity. It is more about shift in your psychological as well as your dietary lifestyle according to your geographical location or to wherever the geographical location where you are, as well as the diet related to that. So what we have seen today is the major manifestation of various psychological factors associated with GI disturbances. More than a significant percentage of the population today are suffering from this GI disturbances, which is getting unnoticed, and they are sustaining with that without being noticed. So this is the major impact. What we are seeing is not all about only the gut health which is getting impacted. It's all about the psychological impact, which is also involved in deeply involving all the disturbances of GI system.
It's interesting to know that there is a correlation between the gut and the brain. Could you share some more insights with us?
Yes. So as I mentioned, the communication path between the gut as well as the brain confines to us a beautiful concept called as the gut-brain axis. Now, it is of more important to take care of your brain health before you get into the gut health. So, the communication path between your brain as well as your gut involves your psychological brain, that is your mind. The psychological well-being is of more important to establish a very strong communication path between a healthy gut and a healthy brain. So any disturbance of these will cause gut-brain axis dysfunction, leading to various GI disturbances. So what could it impact? So it impacts basically in getting into a psychological stress state by the release of various stress hormones within your bloodstream, like cortisol, adrenocorticopic hormone. These things will slowly percolate within your circulating blood, cause various kinds of GI disturbances.
So what are the symptoms of an unhealthy gut?
So basically, the basic cardinal features of any gut disturbances which may come to the manifestation or which may not come to the manifestation are, first and the foremost thing is loss of appetite, loss of taste, abdominal bloating, abdominal pain, sometimes gurgling sound within your abdomen, as well as headache. These are very common clinical manifestation of gut health. Sometimes even passing more number of stools or not passing the stools. So these are all one-to-one interdependent in nature, causing the minor to major manifestation of GI disturbances.
Coming to the last segment of this podcast, how can we care for our gut health?
So, for the first and the foremost thing which we need to take care for the gut wellness is to adopt the psychological well-being through your thought nurture of having timely food. The psychological well-being decides your physiological well-being of your gut health. Now, how do we do this? Now, the first and the foremost thing we need to adopt is to have timely food. And how do we have food? It should be in a mindful state of having food, having appropriate amount of food according to the seasons and varied climatic conditions as well. After this, so once we have this timely food, everything, how do we strengthen our whole GI tract? It is through adopting specific yogic postures which we practice, which we should be practicing, adopting on a daily basis regularly for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day under the supervision of a yogic practitioner, so that it helps us in strengthening the whole GI tract. Followed by adopting few of the natural solutions by including turmeric, ginger, pepper, rock salt in our daily dietary preparations, which we use for having prepared with various diet, keeping its medicinal as well as dietary aspects into consideration. So along with this, adoption of relaxing breathing techniques is of most important for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day, so that you ensure that your psychological well-being is sustained across the whole 24 hours of your whole day, which helps us in having your gut health intact and normal, which helps us for the betterment of gut wellness.
Thank you so much, Dr. Srikrishna, for a very informative session. We hope this session has helped our listeners and motivates them to take charge of their life. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Visit www.himalayawellness.in and drop your queries in the Ask Your Expert section with the hashtag House of Wellness. Details are given in the description of the podcast. See you all in the next episode of House of Wellness, a podcast powered by Himalaya Wellness Company. House of Wellness, powered by Himalaya Wellness Company.